Hi, my name is Mela and my channel is Mela Yella. I'm not feeling good today, but I think my channel my subject may be called like fake it till you make it tonight. I've got some of this Lumify. My eyes bothering me with POTS. I get dry eyes, and it does exactly what the opposite of what you would think it would do. It makes your eyes water. It's like there's not enough oil to make your eyes lubricate, so your body produces water to lubricate them, which in turn makes you like cry, so you're like your makeup runs. It's a pain. So I'm gonna try this. The doctors told me what to do, but it's not working, and I don't know, either nothing works or I'm just going to try to find a different solution. So I'm going to dry off underneath my eyes, just patting this microfiber towel. And let's take some primer. I've got my Day in the Park candle going. It's the funny one that smells like coffee, caramel, cream, and ice. It's like ice. It smells like ice. That's a funny one to me, that it smells like ice. I'm looking for my primer. It's in here. I know it is. I'm positive that it's right here in this bucket. How about I bring the bucket out and I show you what I'm doing. So in this bucket, I've got these lovely Pixie pumping primer. I could wear that, but I'm going to go with this one. This is what I want. My setting spray. And I'll grab my eyebrow brush while I'm in here. So let's start out with some primer. I choose to use purple primer. It's supposed to be color correcting and brightening. And it doesn't stay purple. But I have pale, cool tone skin that's balanced. And so this it just feels good to me, and it's a nice smooth canvas for all my colors, and it just feels nice. It makes me feel good because it feels nice. So I'm going to be playing with the Plumeria Dragon palette. Let's see if it's got a different name. Sugar Drizzle. Okay, so it's by Sugar Drizzle, Plumeria Dragon. I'm going to cover this mirror up so that it doesn't blind you, and show you what colors I was thinking about. I think I'm going to do, and I just got a manicure. You guys know I did. And I've been doing this staying in bed, so I don't know why it's coming off, but it is. I think I feel like playing with this color. Maybe this color, this pink. And this more plum here. And then, depending on how the colors come out, we'll either do this Dragon's Den shimmer, or maybe Dragon Scales. It's a little brown. Maybe Dragon's Breath. I don't know. This looks awfully pretty, doesn't it? Okay. Would you like for me to just watch the colors, you guys? If you guys ever want swatches, just yell at me and go, "Hey lady, we want swatches." So this is First Kiss. It's a peach. And this one was Dragon Scales. And that looks a lot more brown on my hand, doesn't it, than it does here. Here it looks really purple. This one looks like a purpley silver. So that one does right. This one is a beautiful lipstick fuchsia color. I'm not going to be playing with that today, but it's called Dragon's Fruit. And the last shimmer, well, there's a shimmer and a satin. So I'll go ahead and do this satin for you. It is called Relight My Fire. Okay. And that is a very pretty color. I like that. It's like an eggplant color in a palette. And the last one is Dragon's Breath. And these don't seem very wet. And normally when you, that's like a dark, almost bronzy color, isn't it? So looking at these, what do I want to play with? I do like this color. I don't know. I get on my Salem Witches shirt, local Salem Witches Union. I actually have an ancestor that was a Salem witch, and so that's kind of cool. All right, so I don't want to catch myself on fire for my candle, so I'm not going out. It's nighttime already. So I think I'm going to get a powdered bronzer. Get this concealer. And I'll get this eyebrow pencil. So we'll start with my eyebrows tonight. Take both caps off. Not lose them, because I lose caps. You guys know that about me. Rule number 1. Lose the caps. Oh, and then I'm going to try to brush my eyebrows with the wrong side. You know, I didn't get my eyebrows waxed when I was there the other day, and I should have. Just because there's a couple of stray hairs. I don't know. Feels like there's a bald spot right there. Don't you just love eyebrows? They just do what they want to do, don't they? Okay, let's see what we can do about this. So I do my eyebrows up in the middle. However your eyebrows naturally grow, just make little strokes over the top of them. Or if you don't like the way they grow, brush them in the way that you want them to and start at it and see what you can do about getting them shaped in the way that you want them shaped. My mother has one that's slightly more arched than the other one, so she's just makes an arch higher on the one. So, did I just break the tip off that? It's like, okay, we'll try that again. Ooh, but since I've had my surgery done, when I use this, it feels like little needles jabbing me. Can't wait till this all heals up. And then down, because it's almost like that's where my... I'm a mess tonight. I feel like this should be one of those, what was that? Benny Hill shows where the guy was like running around going, you know, and I feel like this is what this is. This is a Benny Hill production of me trying to do my eyebrows. And see that right there? That feels like it's kind of missing. I don't know. I know that your hair just naturally falls out and gets replaced sometimes. So just fill in the spots that to you. I don't know. Just lately I've been having a time with this eyebrow. It's not just tonight. Sorry, that's probably my mother on the phone. And my dollies get excited about Mom. Because Grammy always gives them good snacks. They love their Grammy. Alright, I am going to take concealer, and I'm going to take this little It Cosmetics brush. I'm just going to put, I'm going to go ahead and bring it out. I'm just going to take some off the end of here. I'm going to carve out my eyebrows. I don't know if it's going to stay standing, laying. I don't care, just don't move. It's my only rule is don't move. Just take this and run a line underneath your eyebrow. And then on the other side, see, it seems like this empty spot in me. I'll address it in a moment. Run a line along your eyebrow. And take in the middle. Make your stripe. And we'll go under, bring it up, and we'll go under, bring it up, and then we'll take this here and go on top of our eyebrow. Now all this does is it just cleans it up and makes your eyebrows just stand out a little more, look a little neater. And it also lets you know what spots you need to work on then, because, can I put my pencil up? Hello, pencil. Pencil. It's big and silver. It's like, really, how could you lose it? I don't know. But right here, it's an empty spot. I don't want to get it. So after you got your eyebrows carved, take a look at them and see, is there any spots that you want to make different? Bring that up a little bit there. And it makes, there's a little hole right there. This, I want to take a little darker right there. This has got some concealer right there on it. I feel like this is the eyebrow tutorial tonight. Eyebrows by Mella. What not to do. I'm a mess. I don't know why you come here and watch me. At least you don't have to pay for it. Free comedic relief. I'm gonna put some on my eyes. I normally like to use eye primer, but my eyes are just not wanting the eye primer on them tonight, so that's fine. We will do whatever my eyes want to do, and we will like it. So I'm going to take this Maybelline eye eraser. I'm just going to take the puff for right now to start. And I'm just going to put some of this primer in. I'm not adding any extra. I'm just going to blend what's here on top of my eyelids. That's a nice soft sponge. Right here. I'm going to go ahead and go down the side of my nose. My spots. Please don't tell me that I've done it again. I got so much product into my whole face. I think the sponge is wet. So I'm getting more out from this. Now what have I done with my eyebrows now? Well, I'll worry about that in a minute. Alright, let's stop with that. It's under the eye. That's as far as I want to go. And I want to blend it. Come on, I've only got a million blendy brushes. I want to blend it with a certain one. This is it. I'm going to use the Wing Me one. It's a nice slanted shape. There we go. There. Alright. Now, I'm going to take and brush my eyebrows one last time before putting this away. Get that one up there. Get that one down there. And brush this one more straight across. And I hope that will be enough. I don't know, I feel like I need more right there. That's when you stop. When you start going over it and over it and over it and say you need more and more and more, just quit. Chances are you probably don't. I'm having a problem staying hydrated today. I've been drinking lots of fluid, staying in my bed, resting. And I'd like to say that makes me better, but I really don't think it does. I'm gonna use my Kiki's mirror just because I'm in the mood. I can't wait until I make it to be a big girl and I get it one of those fancy makeup mirrors. I don't have one of those yet. That's how I'll know I made it big, when I got a big girl fancy makeup mirror. So for tonight, I'm just putting on some powder foundation because it's nighttime and I'm going to be going to bed after this, or soon after, so I'm not real worried about my face. I am worried about this candle I keep reaching over though. I burn myself. Ooh. Okay. What shadow colors do we decide on? Let's start with Puff of Smoke. I think that's just more lighter. And usually I'm so pale that they turn out really dark on me. So let's see how this does. I'm just going to take my finger and make sure that I got all my little... Yeah, it's nicely blended. I'll go ahead and get the other side. Feels good. Okay, let's see what this does. But see this transition color? Look at it. It was so light in the palette, and now it looks like I'm done. I can go now. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Okay, I'll go ahead and do the other side. My girl, my service dog, she heard me say go now, and so she's like, where are we going, Mom? Well, we're not going anywhere right this second. Alright, that's pretty. That's called Puff of Smoke. So I'm going to do my switch. I keep doing my little kiss too big for me. So I think I'm going to go back with this Wing Me brush. And it's angled. I'm going to make sure there's no product wet or dry. Use my towel. No. Use my Sigma. No. It's angled. Oh, pointed to my middle finger. I apologize. Yeah, that's angled. So I'm going to do my kiss. I'm going to take this color on my wings. And it's the darkest color here. Kind of stamp that in there. And then I'm going to take, I like this the way this is shaped right now. So I'm just going to follow the shape and do my little kiss out here on the edge. I like that. I'm not going to blend that in. Not yet. I'm going to leave that little kiss right there. And now on the other side, I'll make another kiss in that same area. I'm just stamping. Stamp the color on there. And do the same thing. Now I've removed the color off of my brush. And I have on a powder foundation. So it's real easy to work with any color that's not where I want it to be on my face. I feel like that's blended in more on this other side, even though I didn't want to blend anything yet. Okay, so next I'm going to take the color off my brush, and I want an even smaller brush to do the inside of my eye. So I am going to go for this Sigma large shader. Looks like it says E60. Make sure it's clean. Now I know this looks like it's a big brush, but it's like a flat paddle brush. So I'm only going to be using like this part of this brush. And I'm going to take this lighter out of this palette. I know this is not light, but this color right up top. It is called Miss Dragon. I'm just going to put powder, tap it with my brush on the palette. And I'm going to take and put it, I want it to be right at the beginning of my eye, so it's like a halo eye, like this. And I just want it right there. That's all I wanted, is just right there, like that. So now I'm going to take my brush on the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. And I want it just there, like that. That's what I want. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see if we can get me spooky. I like that. Alright, now what we're going to do with the same brush is we're going to pick a shimmer. I'm really, for some reason, really digging this one that was called, sorry about that, really digging this one that was called Dragon's Den. I'm in the mood. So let's load my brush up with that. I'm actually going to put a lot of that on this brush. I'm going to take a setting spray. I don't want to use that bottle. I haven't opened that bottle yet. It's my primer. I don't want to use this big one that Cher gave me. This smells like watermelon. Urban Decay All-Nighter. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 sprays. I'm not going to spray over the candle, but spraying away. There we go. And that'll help that to stay on there and to last. So I'm going to take and press right here in the middle. You know, I'm thinking, as dark as this is coming off my brush, maybe I should go ahead and do the gold as well, even though I never wear gold. I'm just gonna press in the middle and then make sure I got all that on my brush. And let's check my brush. And I did remove all that powder. Yes, I did. Okay, now I don't want to do the same brush because you never want to put a wet brush under your powder. You'll ruin it. So I'm going to use the cloth to, microfiber cloth to clean it. And then I'm going to clean it with my switch to fluff it. Make sure it's good and clean. And now I'm going to go in with a smaller. So this one is the Sigma eye shading, and it is B55, and it's just a little guy. And we didn't do anything with this gold yet, so I'm gonna go ahead. I guess I'm gonna use the same setting spray. We're not gonna spray it over the candle. I'm not gonna start a fire, but I'm gonna load that up on my brush, both sides. Get it one side really good. Get it the other side really good. So it's nice and sparkly. Then we'll take and spray this. There we go. I know it's sprayed good because I've seen it running down my brush. Cher's gonna be doing, what are you doing wasting my good setting powder I gave you on that? Okay, and now in front of the middle glitter, we're gonna do right here. And we're gonna pat that on, going from the middle of our eye, meeting that darker shade. And my eye is still numb in that area right there. Right there? Can you see right there? Right there, I can't feel anything. So I have to be careful with that not to poke me. But we're gonna get all that off. And then we're gonna turn the brush over. And we're gonna do the same thing and pat that gold. Once that's patted, we can go ahead and blend in the gold into that deeper purple and get that shimmer that I want there. Yeah, that's pretty. That's what I want. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna use my cloth, get my brush dry, use my Sigma, get it all. Yep, it feels good. Okay, now I do want to blend these two colors together, all these colors. So I'm gonna take this fluffier Sigma medium angled shading. And it looks like it's in E70. I'm going to go into the first one that we did, that puff of smoke, with a dry brush. And I'm just going to blend the edges of all this so that it doesn't look too harsh. And I think I'm going to go in, I like putting a different shade as to what I've used on my upper eyes. I like to use that as like a liner below my eyes. I don't know why, I've always liked that. My husband loves that. So, you know, you do you, boo. You do you, boo. And, I usually change brushes for that, but since I got this one in my hand, I'm going to take this blue that's in here. I didn't even swatch it out, but it is called Dragon's Egg. And I'll put that right here. And I'm going to put that under my eye. I know if I would have used a littler brush, could have done a better job with this. I'm just going to go to the end here. I feel like I've got so many lights between the camera, ring light, light and the candle and the mirror down here. I've got so many light sources coming at me. But that's how you would be in a natural setting. You'd have different light sources. My eyelashes, like I said, are still numb. So this is kind of hard to do, believe it or not. It seems like it would make it easier, but it doesn't. And let's take that gold and do it right in the center of my eye. Not in the center of my eye, but the beginning of my eye here. I'm going to put just a little dot of that right here. And wrap it around where that blue starts. And on the other eye. And where that blue starts. There. And that is my Sugar Drizzle Plumeria Dragon palette. I think that's very cute. It's very cute. I like this palette. I'm going to give this palette a 9 out of 10. I would have liked for it to have, it had a dark enough color to do my kiss, but it didn't have like a white, and I would have really enjoyed a white for my inner corner. So it's only going to go 7 or 9. Otherwise, I like all the pink and purpley plummy berry. It's a good fall for me, don't you think? You guys see? I think it's a good fall look for me. Okay, so let's pick a bronzer. Put it in the drawer. I used my Charlotte Tilbury last time. I used this one the time before that. I used this one the time before that. I want to use some different. I can use a highlighter. You know, I came so close to discarding this and I didn't. So I feel like we should use this Revolution. Now, I think they got a new bronzer that is supposed to be even more cool tone than the Charlotte Tilbury, and it's supposed to be really nice for working with, and it's only $8 to replace the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's like a dupe for this one, but better instead of being expensive. So you might want to look into that if you're needing a bronzer. And I'm going to take and do right here on my cheek, right here above my eye, right here on my forehead, and blend the 3 together. So I did a 3,